The mug was white, glossy, ordinary. It said "World's Biggest Disappointment" in bold blue letters. My wife laughed first. Then her daughter joined in, her laughter bright, rehearsed, and practiced like something they'd done before. I smiled, because that's what disappointments do. They smile. "Thanks," I said, my voice even, my heart silent. I picked up the wrapping paper, threw it in the bin, and began washing the dishes. Behind me, they were still laughing. The water was warm. The plate slipped once, almost fell. I caught it. My reflection on the knife blade looked calm, controlled. I stared at it longer than I should have. That night, I packed my bags. No noise, no note, just absence. 2 weeks later, my wife posted on Facebook, "Please, if anyone knows where he is, tell him we just want him home." I stared at the screen for a long time, then scrolled past. It didn't start with the mug. It started long before that. The distance, the sudden whispering phone calls, the closed doors, the faint scent of someone else's cologne. She'd tell me I was overthinking it, that I was too quiet, too paranoid. Maybe I was. Her daughter, our daughter, I thought, stopped calling me Dad around the same time, switched to Mark. When I asked her why, she shrugged. "Just feels weird now." Weird. I didn't push. I'd learned that in this house, asking questions was considered aggression. I started spending evenings in the garage, fixing things that didn't need fixing. A lamp, a radio, a chair with one leg shorter than the others. Quiet work, the kind that doesn't argue back. Every night I'd hear them laughing inside. The laughter of people who shared something you weren't a part of. I didn't know it yet, but the mug wasn't a joke. It was a confession wrapped in humor, and I, like a fool, had thanked them for it. The thought didn't leave me. It gnawed at the edge of every moment. I started noticing patterns. The way she avoided eye contact when I mentioned Father's Day coming up. How she overcompensated with cheerfulness when her daughter was around. And that name, Evan, appearing again and again on her phone screen. At first, I told myself it was nothing. Coworker, friend. But at night, when she fell asleep, her phone would buzz once, twice, and she'd smile, even in sleep. That's when I started saving everything. Phone records, photos, messages. I told myself it was only to clear my doubts. One evening, while she was out, I found an old memory card from a camera she used to own. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. There was a picture, her holding our daughter, newborn, smiling. And behind the camera, in the reflection of the hospital window, another man, Evan. He wasn't new. He'd been there since the beginning. I didn't rage, didn't cry. Just watched the pieces rearrange themselves inside me. Every moment I'd ever doubted myself, every apology I'd ever made, it all clicked into a shape that looked a lot like truth. That night, I ordered a DNA test. Quietly, efficiently. She noticed nothing. She never really looked at me anymore. It arrived on a Tuesday. Small envelope. Clinical, unassuming. I opened it in the garage, where I'd always hidden my silence. 2 words. Not the father. I stared at the page until it blurred. The air around me felt heavier, as if the world itself was embarrassed for me. I didn't confront her that night. Instead, I made dinner. Her favorite. We ate quietly. She looked at me once, then quickly away. When we were done, I handed her the paper. Folded, neat, like a bill that needed paying. She opened it. Her hand froze. Her face drained. And then, I can explain. Nodded. I know. Her daughter came into the room, sensing the tension. "What's wrong?" she asked. "Nothing," I said, "just cleaning up." I took the mug from the counter. World's Biggest Disappointment. Set it beside the sink. For the first time, she didn't laugh. I didn't shout, didn't accuse. Instead, I did what I'd always done. Cleaned. Gathered plates, wiped the counter, scrubbed the same spot twice. Behind me, she begged, said it was a mistake, that she loved me, that it didn't mean anything. I kept cleaning. When I finally spoke, it was almost gentle. "You know, when you gave me that mug," I paused, holding it under the tap. "You were right." She blinked. Confused. I smiled. I really was a disappointment. I should have left years ago. She reached for me, desperate now. I stepped back. The water kept running. "I'll make this easy," I said quietly. "You can tell people I'm missing. It'll make you look good." Her eyes widened. "You don't mean that." But I did. And I meant every step I took away from her. That night, I packed my bags. Not in anger, just precision. When the door closed, it didn't slam. It clicked, softly, like a lock finding its purpose. 2 weeks later, I saw her post. "Please, if anyone knows where he is, tell him we just want him home." I almost laughed. Almost. I was sitting in a small cabin by a lake, coffee steaming in the same mug. Not the one they gave me, a plain, blank one. No words, no jokes. The silence here doesn't mock me. It listens. Sometimes I think about the look on her face when she realized I knew everything. It wasn't guilt, it was fear of losing control. Funny thing about betrayal, it teaches you the power of absence. When you stop playing your role, their story collapses. I never answered her post, didn't need to. Let her wonder. Let her live with the echo of laughter that doesn't come back. I sip my coffee, watch the ripples in the lake. The mug is empty now. And for the first time in years, so am I. Perfectly, peacefully empty.